Hmm. In the name of my ancestors, peace forever. Let me hold up before I even get into this thing here, because I know I gotta stop.
In the name of my ancestors.
All right, we understand, sir. Okay. In the name of your ancestors, we got it. We got it, sir. All right. Like he was saying, in the name of our ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what I call the Realities Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the host of this program, known here on social media, wherever you may find me. I am known as the mighty, mighty, mighty Angel Snubbed Up 7. And of course, I am your soul brother number one and your friend, Talik Ibn'rad, doing it live again. Wow, we are, I really actually like doing these live Google Hangouts. But what I really don't like is because of the HD factor, it takes longer to upload, and I don't like that. You have less quality, of course, when you do it another way. You make it faster, but this HD takes longer to upload, and I really don't like that. And to be quite honest, quality of video is not what has been getting me terminated from YouTube. It makes no difference how poor quality my videos are. That was not the reason why I was terminated. So clearly, whatever I was doing, the clarity or the quality of video, it didn't make no difference to them. Anyway, we don't want to talk about them. We don't want to talk about that type of stuff. We want to talk about the topic that I've chosen. And the topic that I've chosen for these few minutes, and this should not take long because actually it's very, very easy, very, very simple. It is what it is. You can reject it or you can just be in denial. I'm going to bring this to us very simply, and I would hope that any Caucasian person out there in YouTube land, if you want to show your face, we can debate the issue, and you can show me how I am incorrect, I am in flaw, I'm in error, that we should not, in fact, blame the white man. I'm not going to blame the white man the way so many blame the white man. I'm not interested in that. I want to give you a more simple, non-racial type answer for why we should blame the white man. What is mind-boggling to me is that so many soul brothers and sisters, we do acknowledge that we have been treated as a people in this country with extreme injustice, horrible way of being mistreated in this nation. We can agree on that. And this you know for a fact, but for some reason, I don't know what it is. Well, actually, I do. I know why. But many of us, when somebody make a video like, yes, blacks should blame the white man, it seems as though many of my soul brothers and sisters, it seems as though we take it upon ourselves, we must defend the white man. We must come up with some type of excuses. We have to distract from him or them. We have to make up some type of excuse for them, for their behaviors. That was then, this is now. What about black on black crime? And all this other nonsense. Now here you are a victim. See, this is the way abused people do. Abused individuals, anyone out there who have been abused or we understand what abuse does to the psyche, people who are abused always try to make excuses for their abuser. Well, see, he wanted fried chicken. I made baked chicken. And he got angry and punched me in my mouth. It's my fault. So it's your fault because you made baked chicken instead of fried. This fella or this woman had the right to punch you in your mouth and break your jaw. Yeah, well, see, I shouldn't have done that. I should have made the fried chicken. We find ways to justify being abused. And that is what the so-called Negro in America does. We actually sit around and try to find excuses, make excuses, and justify our own abuse. And we allow the perpetrators, the abusers, we give them a way out. They sitting around wondering, oh, I'm gonna go to jail. I'm gonna get something gonna happen to me. And their abuser actually makes an excuse for them. Peace and respect you, Brother Leon. You always here, brother. Thank you, man. You know, you're all right. You're all right, people. Wow. I don't understand that mentality. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, I do. I think I've spoken about it a few times. But this is the mentality or the mindset of an abused person. Now, I'm not going to hang, and, you know, we're not going to be here a very long time because, again, this subject is very simple. I'm not going to say nothing racist. I don't hate Caucasian people. I don't dislike Caucasian people in general. I give everybody justice. But if you did what you done, I'm going to tell you you did what you done. I'm not going to be like the other abused people and give you a way out, give you an excuse. That's not happening. Matter of fact, I don't want you to do that with me. If I said something incorrect, if I done something wrong, I need to accept responsibility for my actions and my damn words. It's simple as that. You are doing an abuser and you're doing yourself a disservice by allowing people not to accept responsibility for his or her action, regardless to their race or who the hell they are. Whether it's your mother or father, husband, wife, your children, all of us have a responsibility. Sometimes even to the very youngest, because even very small children, they begin to understand. They know right from wrong. You tell little Kadeem, now you don't get that candy. Don't go in that candy jar. Little Kadeem know he's not supposed to go in the candy jar. But when you turn your back, little Kadeem is reaching for the, and then when you turn around, he take his hand back. That's because as young as little Kadeem is, little Kadeem knows right from wrong. Little Kadeem knows he ain't supposed to be getting that candy. Or little Khadijah, whatever your child's name is. They know at very small, even animals, your dog. You tell your dog, some of y'all have dogs in the house, hey, to each his own. And you tell Rover, don't get on that couch. And Rover said, okay, okay, I won't do it. As soon as you turn your back, Rover jump on the couch, and you come in the room and Rover on the couch, and he know he's wrong, and Rover jump off the couch as soon as you show up. Rover know he wasn't supposed to be on that damn couch. See, even animals know right from wrong, and when you understand right from wrong, then you should be responsible for your actions. Those who do not understand right from wrong, they call you insane. That's why when people get in trouble and they plead insanity, I don't know right from wrong. You don't know right from wrong. That makes you insane. You are out of yourself. You don't know any better. So you don't have to accept responsibility because I didn't know. I don't understand right from wrong. So when we think, when we, some of us, I'm not going to put we, Brother Leon, I'm not going to say we, us. We're not part of that group because I'm not going to defend Caucasian people at all, period. Caucasian people are perfectly capable of defending themselves. They run, they control YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, the courts. They manufacture all kinds of weapons. You know, they control the school system, TV, radio. What do it look like a Negro trying to defend these people? They can defend themselves 1 billion times over than what you could do. What about black on black crime? Silly folks. But that's what happens when you suffer under abuse. We are an abused people. Now, you would defend the abuser, but you will go all out on another victim. You need to accept responsibility. You need to do it. Step up and be a man. That's what you'll tell another victim. But you won't go off on the abuser, the one who is behind all of the trouble, the troublemaker. That's how it is when we are in an abusive relationship. A woman, for an example, a woman in an abusive relationship, she may whoop the hell out of her children, but she won't do nothing to that man, even when he's sitting on the toilet. Because I can guarantee you, you abusing me, when you sit on that toilet, I got me a nice big brick. Hello, pow! It's as simple as that. You ain't gonna abuse me no more. That's the end of this. But they won't do it. They won't do it. That's the mindset of the Negro in America. Every day you see some Negro defending Caucasian people. That's not your place. You just need to be quiet. They are perfectly capable of defending themselves. And I want them to come here and defend themselves against what I have to say. You don't have to say a damn thing. Stay out of the conversation. The white man don't need your help. Period. But let me go ahead and deal with this subject matter. And we're going to call it a day. And hopefully we will have some more of this. And I'm speaking with people trying to get some more special guests to have a conversation with. And this is another thing. I want to say this real quick. There are those who want to debate me. There are those who want to question me. When I have Google Hangouts like this, if you look in the chat room, there it is. There's the link. Come on into the box. They never show up. They always want some excuse. When I didn't know what I was doing, here come everybody. I'll debate you. I want to say this to you and I want to do this. I didn't know what I was doing on these Google Hangouts. Well, now, as you can see, we know what we're doing. Bring it on. What you want to talk about? They don't never show up. Why is that? Negroes are something else. I call us dark Europeans. And the dark European is a strange fella. Whatever. And on top of that, you know you don't have a chance in hell to deal with the kid because I come from a place like the Nation of Islam. In the Nation of Islam, I was taught we are fast moving, fast thinking, right down to the modern time. So when you come here, you deal with somebody, I'm a fast thinker, I'm a fast mover, right down to the last second here. And if you can't handle it, your best bet is to leave me the hell alone. That's why I want to show your face. I want you to show your face so people can see the fool that was dumb enough to challenge the most powerful voice on YouTube, and that's what I am. I'm confident in that. Very confident. Oh, wow. I'm arrogant. I'm sort of arrogant, right? Let's talk about this blaming the white man thing. Example, using me as an example. I'm driving down the road. Da, 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 da. And my girl, Terry Ellis, because y'all know I got a little crush on Terry Ellis from Invo. Her new single comes out on the radio. And I'm like, oh, that's Terry. I'm driving down the road. I want to turn the volume up. I'm in heavy traffic, screwing around with the radio. Next thing you know, boom, I'm smashed into 2 cars. A person is killed, all because I wanted to listen to Terry Ellis on the radio. So here comes, everybody comes, the paramedics and the police and everybody comes. Who's responsible for this? Terry Ellis? Oh, it's the radio. The way the call was made, I should have been able to reach the radio, better. It's the radio fault. Whoever made the car, that's who fault. Everybody is at fault except me. Terry is at fault. I'm sorry, Terry. You're gonna have to take the blame on this accident. You killed one person. Now, in this situation, everybody would agree that I am the blame. They're not even going to accept the fact that Terry Ellis had anything to do with this accident or the radio or the car. They are going to blame me, and I may be charged with involuntary manslaughter for the death of a person in a car accident. They're not going to look for excuses at all. I have to accept responsibility. Well, I don't have to accept. I just deny responsibility. Terry Ellis done it. Hey, love you, Terry, but you caused this accident. You should never have released a new single while I was driving my car. It's her fault. You're not going to accept that. You go to McDonald's and you order a Big Mac and fries, whatever you want to order. They give it to you and everything is cold. Hey. And you go back, who are you going to look, who is going to accept responsibility for this cold food? Do you look at the guy on fries? No. Do you look at the little pretty soul sister on the register? No, you're not going to blame her. What do most people do when you get some cold fries and a cold hamburger from McDonald's? What are you going to do? You go there and you say what? Can I see the manager? Why do you ask, do you want to see the manager? Because you believe that the manager, the one who runs, who is in charge of McDonald's at that time, they should have the responsibility of the food that's going in and out and how the customers are being treated. You see, you are asking this person to accept responsibility for this cold food. You're not going to argue with me about me killing a person driving a car. You're not going to argue with me about your cold hamburger and your fries. I want to see the manager. But now, there are many Negroes who will make an argument. You just being a victim. Stop being a victim, whatever. And you don't even know what the hell you're talking about. We need to stop being a victim. You are a victim, you idiot, if you know what that is. But we want to start making excuses for Caucasian people when they are the ones who want to be in charge. Has nothing to do with race. We can take the race issue out of it. This group of people want to be in charge. So if you want to be in charge, then you have the responsibility of what is going on in the country, in McDonald's, at Walmart, so whatever you want to take charge at, you are asking for it. You're volunteering. I want to be in charge. So whoever wants to be in charge, you have the responsibility for things when they go good and when they go bad. That's the part we don't want to deal with. When things are going good, no problem. I'm the head Negro in charge. You puff out your chest and you all Hasidity and you smiling and giggling. But when things go wrong, many people don't want to accept their responsibility and try to find an excuse. They want a way out. So I was looking at a post on Facebook by one of my soul brothers that I'm very cool with. And he showed a diagram speaking about the United States government right now. The United States government right now is basically all Caucasian people, all pink people. The United States government does not reflect the diversity of this nation. The so-called Negro, the African Americans, whatever you want to call us, we basically are about 13% of the population. But you do not see 13% representation in the government or no form of human endeavor in this nation, whether it's political, educational, scientific, or whatever. You don't see 13% of us being represented. Now, so if the United States government is basically Caucasian or pink, it's not Chinese, it's not African, it's nobody else, it's them. They run, they making the law, all this type of stuff. Then they are saying they want the responsibility for the nation and what's going on. So if we have a problem with the police killing soul brothers and sisters in the streets, they have that responsibility. What are you going to do about it? Whatever is going on in this country, since you want to run the country by yourself, you want to puff your chest out, I run this and whatever, then you are responsible for whatever. If the water in the United States is poison and nasty, it's their responsibility. They want to run everything. How can you blame dark-skinned people? How can you blame black folks? How can you blame soul brothers and sisters for anything in this country when we are not allowed? We don't control nothing. So, but of course now, when everything is going wrong, things don't look so, the future don't look so bright. Let us elect a dark-skinned president, not actually a soul brother. It's somebody that's, you know, they'll call him black or whatever because things going wrong. And we can blame black folks. So we, of course, you know, then we elect Obama when things going wrong. And you want to know something? Even right now, you have Donald Trump. But when things go wrong, they still try to find a way to blame Obama. And black folks don't control nothing. And Obama didn't do nothing for dark-skinned people. It was still all about them. Or it was gender-based. Let's protect the rights of lesbians and gays or whatever. As far as Obama was concerned, he wasn't interested. So they don't give a damn about us. That's clear. And we don't control nothing. That's clear. So simply, why should you blame the white man? You should blame the white man because the white man is in charge. The white man is driving the car that killed the people. The white man is the one who is at McDonald's, who's managing the restaurant. It's the white man, period. If it's good enough, if you can blame me for the car accident, you can blame the manager at McDonald's for your cold fries. Why, in this situation, why we can't blame the white man? He's the one in charge. It's simple as that. And you want to know something about this also? Caucasian people smile in your face. Oh, love everybody. Our country is so diverse and whatever. They don't find no problem with this. Love everybody. We all Americans. I never hear Caucasian people complain that the United States government is over 90% Caucasian. I never saw. You know, Laura, honey, have you noticed that our government is basically us? No, honey, what's wrong with that? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but this is supposed to be a diverse country. It's all, but the government is all white. We control all everything. Yeah, ain't that nice? But we're supposed to be diverse. Oh, honey, ain't nobody gonna chip off of that. We do a good job running things. as long as things go right for you. But as soon as things go wrong, you try to find a scapegoat. And many times, for a poor economy, they always looking at the black folks, the ones in the urban cities, the Negroes in New York and Philadelphia. They always point when things start going bad, it's the Negroes. They selling drugs. They doing this. They doing that. Scapegoats. And y'all allow them to do this. They are the ones who fight, and they will kill you because they want to run things. And if you run it, if you control it, then you need to accept responsibility for that. You do yourself and you do them a disservice because you are allowing them to have this kind of power, but you won't hold them accountable for their actions and their deeds. It's hypocritical for you to talk about multiculturalism, whatever, what's that word? Multicultural crap or whatever. It's hypocritical to talk about the melting pot and the diversity of America. But when you look at the government in 2017, it's not diverse. A bunch of old, bald-headed crackers. That's who's running the country. Rich, bald-headed male crackers. Peckerwoods, as they say in the Black conscious community. That's who it is. And you have a few Caucasian women and some little spots of Chinese, Asians, and Negroes. Caucasian people don't obey not one law designed and created by Black folks, soul brothers and sisters. Not one law. Here you are. If you don't pay your taxes, you're all scared and you tripping and fumbling. Oh my God, to pay my taxes, whatever. Because you are afraid of the law they created. But they never about a law you created that they have to obey, because you don't obey. You haven't created nothing. You don't run nothing. And you like living like that. How can you live in a nation and you don't create no kind of laws? None. You obey all the laws and you don't see nothing wrong with that. Laws created by people who really don't like you. You will agree and you say that racism still exists. Why do you think racism still exists? First of all, racism has no power unless people give that power. And the reason why it has power is because you have a United States government that is over 90% of Caucasian people who quite clearly looking out for themselves. Don't give a damn about you. That's what racism was all about to begin with. You are living in a nation. Slavery was legal for over 300 years. They don't want to be held responsible for that. This nation murdered, lynched, raped, and done all kinds of horrors to a people for over 300 years. And you don't want to hold them accountable for that. But if it was me, Talik did that for 300 years to them people. You want to talk about it all day long. But for them, well, that was a long time ago. That's y'all favorite saying. That was Brother Leon, it was a long time ago. But for me, it wouldn't be a long time ago. You need to accept responsibility for yourself. We are so hypocritical. But then again, that's a sign of an abused person. Jim Crow was created. The United States government took the troops after the Civil War. The troops were in the South to protect Black folks, the Negro in the South, from those races. And then the United States government took the soldiers out, leaving the Black folks, the Negroes, unprotected. And that's when the Negro in the South started catching hell, and Jim Crow was developed and all that time. And how many was lynched and raped I was born in Mississippi. I was born in a small town called Slater, Mississippi. And somebody told me, one of my relatives told me, that the correct pronunciation of Slater, Mississippi really was Slaughter, Mississippi, because they killed so many black folks in that town that I was born in. And you don't want to hold Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, or the United States government. That was a long time ago. It was not a long time ago. They were still lynching and murdering and bombing churches in the 60s. And nobody, none of these states, none of these towns, none of them, you don't want to hold nobody accountable for nothing, but you would tell me you need to be accountable for your actions and for yourself. But the very nation that you live in, you don't want to hold it accountable. And just like I simply explained, it has nothing to do really with race. You want to be the head Negro in charge? Then you are responsible for what you do. So this nation is responsible for the slavery and the Jim Crow and all the other dirt that it has done, which has not stopped. The black codes, Tulsa, Oklahoma, racial profiling, housing discrimination, which still goes on today, the redlining, the stuff that still continues today. They are in charge. So if you are in charge and it still goes on to this day, if racism is still alive and well to this day, who do you blame? You have to blame the people that's in charge. You can't blame me. I don't run nothing. I want to make this very clear. Just because we hold the white man accountable, this does not mean that you don't have responsibility for yourself. Because I don't care how dirty and disgusting and profane and nasty they are, if they don't want to, if they can't or don't want to accept responsibility for what they've done, that don't mean that you don't do what you have to do. Matter of fact, I don't expect nobody, I don't expect the white man to do it. The white man, clearly, he has no honor. He has no honor at all. He has bad character, because if he was a man of character, if the white man had any honor, we are citizens of this nation. So they would do what they have to do, no matter what other Caucasian people have to say. They would take it upon themselves to heal what this nation has done to a group of people. Slavery was very damaging. Jim Crow was very damaging to us. The black codes in Tulsa, redlining, job and housing discrimination, all these things is detrimental and hurt us very, very bad. Then you turn around, how come y'all not progressing like everybody else? I punch you in your damn face. Did you just listen to what we just went through? The Chinese didn't go through no slavery here. They didn't suffer no Jim Crow or no Chinese codes. They was not harassed. Chinatown was not bombed. They were not lynched. How many Chinese people or African or anybody that's here was lynched and murdered and done to us? What has happened to us was done to them. Nobody except us. How the hell you gonna progress when somebody got a noose around your neck? Remember, these things was legal. They are acceptable. Even to this day, you can be a racist cop and shoot a black man in the head and get away with it. It's the norm. It's acceptable. You don't hear Caucasian people, you don't hear them complaining and crying about it. You have a few that would join Black Lives Matter, and I respect them, because you have a lot of Negroes, they sit at home and don't do nothing at all. They'll sit home and talk about Black Lives Matter. Oh man, Black Lives Matter is supported by George Soros or whatever his damn Caucasian name is, and lesbians run Black Lives, all that nonsense. So if you don't like Black Lives Matter, then what the hell are you doing? Absolutely nothing at all. Period. watching LeBron James dunk a basketball. That's what your happy ass is doing. How the hell you got the nerve doing nothing at all? But you would benefit because if your daughter or your husband or someone was shot by a cop, Black Lives Matter might come and make an issue of it. But at the same time, Black Lives Matter. Who is standing up for the soul brothers and sisters in this nation? Who is really doing that? You should be happy for anybody that will stand up for our interests. You damn fool. Y'all so silly and idiots. Bunch of idiots. But again, that's because Black Lives Matter is putting your massa on Front Street. That's the problem. You shouldn't do white folks like that. All lives matter. Blue lives matter. Polka dot people matter. My dog Spot matter. Woo! Oh man, silly folks. Oh wow. And you really think that you're gonna bring that crap to me and tell me don't blame the white man? Who else am I gonna blame? You blame the person that's in charge. If the black man is charged, then you're gonna get the blame. You know what I'm saying? If you put me in charge, then you can blame me. Whoever's in charge, it's simple as that. They are in charge. They've done this. They made slavery legal. Jim Crow was legal. Black codes and all these other horrific things that was done. It was legal. They done it. So they need to be held accountable. I don't give a damn how long ago it was. And I want to remind you before I end our little talk. In the United States, there is no statute of limitations for murder. How many dark-skinned descendants of slaves born in America having dark skin? How many of us was murdered in this nation? There is no statute of limitation for murder. And this government made it legal to lynch a citizen during slavery and Jim Crow. And now they lynch us in different kinds of ways. It's legal. And when we complain that we're dying, what they complaining about? What's wrong with y'all? You should like that noose around your neck. Wow. And you want me to join that foolishness? I know better than that. It's not about being a racist. It's about what they say, culpability. You are in charge. You need to be held accountable regardless to your race. And right now, Caucasian people are the ones who are in charge, and they have been in charge going on 500 years. So yes, black should blame the white man. But if the white man does us justice, he does right by us, then we should give him the credit. Hey, the white man did wrong, but now the white man is doing right. See, it's easy. If a man is doing right, what can you complain about? But see, he's not doing right. They are doing wrong. Because they still have that slave master mentality. You stay in your place. I'm the superior and we are the inferior. That mentality is still there. And I don't care how much they smile. I don't care how much they smile. I don't care how many of us they marry. I don't care how many of us they give a basketball contract to, a record contract to. All that stuff don't mean nothing, because when it's all said and done, you don't run nothing. You don't control nothing. Now watch how they act when they think you're going to be. Look how they act when Obama was put in office. They never stopped talking about that man. He's a monkey. And they start making these pictures. Look how they act when Obama was there. See, this is the mentality that we're dealing with, and these are the people who are in charge. These are your fellow citizens in this nation. Do you want some watermelon? I get these comments on my posts all the time. You're a black monkey Negro. You want some watermelon? Hey, matter of fact, it's what's so sad. It's a guy that keeps trolling me. I don't respond to him at all no more. And he calls me a great ape monkey or some old crap. And he's supposed to be a black man. Faceless, whatever. I don't know what he really is. He claims to be a black man. But you have some of us who are actually dark-skinned. We are descendants of slaves born in America. And we call another black man monkey and crispy and all these derogatory terms just like they do. Wow. So can you understand this messed up situation that we are in? But as far as this topic is concerned, it's really very simple. If you are in charge, then you need to accept responsibility for what you do. It's simple as that. There's no need for you to say, man, reverse racism, reverse. Ain't no such thing as reverse racism. How the hell are we going to have reverse racism when I don't have the power to do to you what you can do to me? You control jobs, you control the educational system, you make the laws, you control every damn thing. How the hell is going to be reverse racism? I can't do a damn thing to you. You don't worry about, I wonder if I'm gonna get that job because I'm white. You don't worry about stuff like that. We do. Because dark skin is still discriminated against. Dark skin is still hated in this nation. It's simple as that. By those who are in charge. They smile before the cameras. That was a terrible thing what they did to that Negro yesterday. And they cry, they pretend they cry. I can guarantee you when they go home, that stupid Negro got killed. He's such a fool. And sometimes they catch them on the microphone talking behind the scenes. See, come on now. Let's stop the joke playing. Let's stop playing games. I'm not a game player. I'm not into that. You want to control things? You want to run the show? You want to be manager? Then you accept the responsibility for that position. It's simple as that. With that said, y'all, we're going to cut it short because actually I could have made my case in 5 minutes, really. It's very simple. Unless, of course, you are an abused person and you just can't even stand the thought. Don't blame the white people. What did they do? What did they do? What did they do? Negroes is something else. Oh, you slaves in 2017. Woo! I'm glad I'm not one. I can't do it. I just can't do it. With that said, peace and respect to Brother Leon and anybody else in the chat room. And I hope that we will continue to have these little talks as before the year is out and enter a new year. It's amazing to me, we getting ready to enter a new year and we're not changing nothing. That's the thing about it. We talk all these YouTube videos and we've been talking all year long, justice or else, and all the marching, and we doing all this stuff. Going into a new year ain't changed a damn thing. Well, you ain't changed nothing either. I don't have thousands of people with me. I got Brother Leon, but we need a whole lot of Brother Leons and other folks. You don't know what I can do unless you try it. Because I don't want to go from year to year and ain't nothing changed. It's redundant. It don't make any sense. Why are you spending time making YouTube videos, running our mouths, and you're not changing nothing? We might as well matter of fact, I heard through the grapevine, Google getting ready to take down a lot of these channels down anyway. You're not going to be able to do what you used to do. And good riddance to bad rubbish because you're not accomplishing nothing anyway. You will not be missed. because you never done nothing anyway. So what? But until that time, we're going to continue to talk. And maybe before it's too late, because time waits for no one. We think that we can continue to do things until we get it right. That's not how it works. If you don't do things in a certain amount of time, then you just miss out. You can't get that time back no more. When you are driving a car and that car getting ready to go into a spin, you have a certain amount of time to correct that action. If you don't correct that action in that specific amount of time, you get to what they call the point of no return. There is no straightening the car out. You getting ready to have an accident. Hopefully you don't get killed or whatever. It's a done deal. I would hope that there is mercy in the universe that we have not arrived at the point of no return. Because if we are in the point of no return, it makes no difference what I say. It makes no difference what you think or anything. We getting ready to get our ass whooped really, really bad. And the worst thing that can happen is you go extinct. But for me, going extinct, I'm cool with that. Because if you're a damn fool and continue to act the way that we do, it's better off that you Minister Farrakhan used to say in one of his speeches, if you're not any good on top of the ground, maybe we'll do better under the ground. That's the way I feel. And I can accept that. Many of you, I don't want to die. Well, whatever. It don't make no difference what you want. You asking for it because you're not acting in the appropriate manner to prevent it. You're asking for it. So with that said, thank you for listening. I am Angel Snub number 7, your soul brother number 1. And until next time, peace and respect you. And in pardon, like Don Cornelius always told us, I wish us love, peace, and soul.